Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is René and you are watching German Motors and Engineering. Today we have a Jeep Grand Cherokee in our workshop, and we are not trying to present another video about more performance or another exhaust system or whatever we have already done to that car. Today we would like to improve the appearance of this already very beautiful SUV. The Jeep Grand Cherokee, when it's an SRT or a Trackhawk or a Summit, already comes with some nice fender flares, and I think those fender flares, they fit the style of that vehicle already very good, and they make it 1-2 centimeters wider than a normal Jeep Grand Cherokee, which does not have those fender flares. But I think that car could be a little bit wider, but I don't want to disturb all those very smooth and very nice looking lines on that car. I would like to create something that improves that car and makes it a better version of itself. Therefore we did 3D scan the whole car, and here in the computer you can see how that looks. That's a 3D scan of that Jeep Grand Cherokee, and we can see the OEM wheels and tires. It's 20-inch rims with 295 wide tires on it, and those OEM fender flares or fender extensions or whatever. And on the other side there is the result from our design work. That's a fender flare which extends the whole body of the car up to 3 or 4 centimeters more than the OEM fender flares are doing it. But we did remain the factory look of that car, but we made it a better, stronger version of itself. I tried to expose the wheels and the tires below and to cover them there where they have to be covered according to our laws and regulations here. So that you have a wheel, or those final wheels, which we will talk about soon, they are covered, and if you look from it from the front and from the back, you can see those wheels and tires sticking out, and and give it a very strong appearance. The next thing is that if you would, or let's talk about the wheels later. We did 3D print the prototype of that fender flare or of that wide body kit, and the first idea was 3D printing the whole kit and print every kit which we would like to sell. But 3D printing takes so long that it was not an option at the end, when we experienced that the 3D print of the first prototype kit took us several weeks. So we created some molds, and in those molds we are now able to produce that whole wide body kit in different materials, in glass fiber, carbon fiber, or even urethane, whatever you want. And this is the very first part that I did build myself in such in the first mold. And you can see here the structure of the glass fiber, because I did not use a top coat for this first prototype. It was just to see if the mold is working. But I think already in this condition it looks very impressive. And how it looks when it's painted, I can show you right here. This is one of the first kits which we will install right now on that car. It's been painted, and this is the front. The front is a two-piece solution. We have the first part, which includes the PCD sensor bracket. This one will be installed with some glue on the front bumper. Then we have the second and the biggest part of the whole kit, which is for the front fender. and the rear is a three-piece solution. You have one part on the door, you have one part on the rear fender, and you have one part on the rear bumper. And how this is being installed, we will show you in a few minutes. But before, I would like to show you the wheels, which we designed for that wide body kit, for the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Because if you would like to bring the stock wheels to the right position, you would have to use a very big wheel spacers, and wheel spacers is always something that I do not like. Even when you find some nice looking 22-inch rims, they don't have the right offset to sit flush to that new wide body kit. So we designed a two-piece wheel, you can see here, it's there are a huge number of screws which hold the center piece with the barrel together. And this wheel has some design solutions which come from that car. So the design idea of that Jeep Grand Cherokee can be found in several angles or radiuses in that wheel. And in our 3D scan, you can see that this wheel sits perfectly in this new fender flare kit. This was one of the first wheels which we did CNC machine. It's a lightweight forged aluminum wheel, and when it's painted, it looks like this. And because it's a multi-piece wheel, we can offer you the barrel and the centerpiece in different paintings. You can say, hey, I want my centerpiece being polished, or I want it in glossy black or in matte or in the same color as the car has. So basically every color that can be painted is possible for the centerpiece and for the barrel. And you can choose the same one, or you can choose different styles to show that it's a multi-piece wheel. Because when it's all glossy black, then it looks like any other casted wheel. But this very lightweight forged wheel, I always think that it's a good idea to choose different finishes for both parts to show that's a very expensive, lightweight forged multi-piece wheel. Let's install this body kit right now on that car, and hopefully you like it as much as I do. We are done with the installation, and as you can see, the car is down on the ground, and we have installed some lowering springs to bring the car down a little bit. We don't want to smash it down to the ground so that you are not able to drive that car in daily conditions anymore. So we remained the Bilstein dampers, and we installed some lowering springs on these dampers, which remain the functionality from those electronic controlled damping system. But the lowering springs, they make the car very decent deeper, and they lower the car more on the ground, more on the rear than they do on the front. It's about 1 finger deeper on the front and something like 2.5 fingers deeper in the back, so that you have not such a high back like these cars have from the factory. Now it's a little bit more the same front and rear, although it's a tiny little bit higher in the back. But I think like this, you have a car which looks very masculine and can be used in all daily driving conditions. We chose Michelin tires in 305 3522, and we choose these Michelin tires because they have a very high grip, and when the grip is ending at high cornering speeds, you have this grip is not yeah, English a little bit, not a little bit complicated to explain. Yeah, you have a wide range, and when this grip is ending, you can feel that it's ending. It's not ending very hard, so you can control the car in yeah, fast corners, and therefore this tire provides all that we need for such a heavy weight and very powerful car. So that's the tire manufacturer of our choice. You don't have to use our rims. These are 22 diameter, they have 11-inch width, and they have an offset of 5. Although these rims are made for exactly this application, you will be able to use other rims. You just have to use wheel spacers to bring these rims on an offset of 5. Let's say you have a rim which has ET40, so you need 35mm thick spacers to bring the rim in the same position as this one. I hope you like that style. We exposed the tires a little bit more down below, and we covered them there where they need to be covered. And how that looks in another color you can see here. It's a black car. Of course, most of you already have their cars, so you have the color, but I think it's nice to see that same white body kit on 2 cars with 2 different colors. And hope you liked that video. I hope you liked that white body kit which we did build for you. So if you have any questions, let us know, write us an email, call us, give us a like, and click the subscribe button if you didn't already. Thank you very much. See you next time.